What's up, everyone, and welcome back to another episode of The Real Breakdown. We're back at it again, rewatching Avatar the Last Airbender. As I mentioned before, guys, we love this show. We've seen it many times. We're just doing a rewatch right now, stuck at home. Why not watch one of my favorite shows of all time? So, guys, if you have not seen Avatar the Last Airbender, go ahead and add this to your watch later list and come back to it when you have. If you have seen it, let's enjoy some spoilery goodness. Guys, it's episode 9, season 1, book 1, Water. We're getting into it, guys. Oh, and just before this, I was looking some information up about the show, and I did not know that the person that plays Katara, voices Katara, is Mae Whitman. And I was like, who's Mae Whitman? Like, where's she from, you know? Turns out she's the girl from The Duff. Crazy. I don't know if you have ever seen this movie. I don't know why I own it. I thought it was a good purchase at the time. It's an okay movie. Yeah, interesting. And obviously we know Iroh is Mako.
Isn't it Mako?
Who unfortunately passed away during the making of this show. Dante Bosco, obviously being Zuko. But yeah, just some interesting stuff. Episode 9. Here we are. Avatar the Last Airbender. Let's get right to it. The Waterbending Scroll.
Ooh.
Again, not one of my favorites, but still a good one. He just talked to Roku.
Sit down. If we hit a bump, you'll go flying off. What's bugging you anyway?
It's what Avatar Roku said. I'm supposed to master all 4 elements before that comet arrives.
Well, let's see. You pretty much mastered airbending, and that only took you 112 years. I'm sure you can master 3 more elements by next summer.
I haven't even started waterbending, and we're still weeks away from the North Pole. What am I gonna do?
Calm down. It's gonna be okay. If you want, I can try and teach you some of the stuff I know.
You do that?
We'll need to find a good source
They
of
didn't
water
think of that
first.
already.
Don't start without me, boy!
Remember the reason we're here.
Oh, right. Time to practice waterbending.
Great. So, what am I supposed to do?
You could clean the gunk out of Appa's toes.
So, while you guys are playing in the water, I'm supposed to be hard at work picking mud out of a giant bison's feet?
Mud and bugs.
Okay.
Oh yeah, Zuko.
I love Zuko.
Whoa.
Someone's changing our course.
Uh-oh.
What's the meaning of this mutiny? No one told you to change course.
Actually, someone did. I assure you, it is a matter of utmost importance, Prince Zuko. I've lost my lotus tile for my Paicho gain. Most people think the lotus tile insignificant, but it is essential for the unusual strategy that I employ.
You've changed our course for a stupid lotus tile?
See, you, like most people, underestimate its value. Just give me 10 minutes to check the merchants at this port of call. Hopefully, they'll have the lotus tile in stock, and I can get on with my life.
This is the first time we hear about the White Lotus. Little did we
Obviously.
know.
Yeah, plays a much bigger role than we thought.
Look at Appa. Just chilling.
Me next.
This is a pretty basic move, but it still took me months to perfect. So don't be frustrated if you don't get it right away. Just push and pull the water like this. The key is getting the wrist movement right.
Like this?
That's almost right. If you keep practicing, I'm sure eventually...
Hey, I'm bending it already.
Wow, I can't believe you got that so quickly.
This is already bigger than
It
hers.
took me 2 months to learn that move.
Well, you had to figure it out all on your own. I'm lucky enough to have a great teacher.
Thanks.
Smooth.
So, what's next?
This is a more difficult move. I call it streaming the water. It's harder than it looks, so don't be disappointed if...
I would be so frustrated.
Yeah, that'd be annoying.
Well, don't stop now. Keep them coming.
Well, I kind of know this one other move, but it's pretty hard. I haven't even totally figured it out yet. The idea is to create a big, powerful wave.
So, like this?
Go Sokka, always getting soaked.
Yep. That's what he gets for making fun of benders.
True.
Looks like I got the hang of that move. What else you got?
That's enough practicing for today.
Salty.
You just practiced our supplies down the river.
Sorry. I'm sure we can find somewhere to replace all this stuff.
My life was hard enough when you were just an airbender.
And no one thought to try and get the stuff back.
Yeah. All these interesting, like, characters from the first season. Or character designs.
We've got exactly 3 copper pieces left from the money that King Boomy gave us. Let's spend it wisely.
Make that 2 copper pieces, Sokka. I couldn't say no to this whistle.
It cost them 1 copper piece, and that thing saves their butt so many times.
Fire Nation, Water Nation. So long as bargains are your inclination, you're welcome. Don't be shy. Come on by. Oh, you there.
The infamous water scroll.
Look at this, Aang. It's a waterbending scroll. Check out these crazy moves.
Where did you get a waterbending scroll?
Let's just say I got it up north at a most reasonable price. Free.
Wait.
Not sketchy at all.
Sea-loving traders with suspiciously acquired merchandise and pet reptile birds? You guys are pirates!
We prefer to think of ourselves
Battle
as
over space.
I know.
trader.
I'll just feel a lot better once we get away from here.
Hey, you! Get back here!
Well, well. Look who's come to their senses. Told you the haggling would pay off.
Whoa. I mean, they got knives, but you got bending.
Bending, right.
I mean, I like the design of them, though. They look really cool and different compared to everybody else.
Yep.
Here to trade with us.
You can definitely tell, like, culturally they're, like, very different.
Yeah. Nice. She didn't teach Aang how to freeze stuff.
Cabbage guy is back.
Round two with the cabbage merchant.
Will anyone
He said this is worse than Omashu.
will anyone ever respect his cabbages? We'll never know.
Because it's not lettuce, that's why.
I used to kind of look up to pirates, but those guys are terrible.
I know. That's why I took this.
No way.
Isn't it great?
No wonder they were trying to hack us up.
Sokka, where do you think they got it? They stole it from a waterbender.
It doesn't matter. You put all of our lives in danger just so you could learn some stupid, fancy splashes.
These are real waterbending
Yeah.
forms.
You
You
know-
know how crucial it is for Aang to learn waterbending.
It's interesting because in the last time we watched the last few episodes, we said
What's
how,
done is done.
you know, they had a role reversal where Katara was being a little more risky and Sokka was being more responsible, but, you know, like, they always balance each other out. Like, when Sokka does something dumb, Katara's the first one to tell him, like, you're dumb, you put us in danger, blah, blah, blah. But at the same time, when Katara does something that's questionable, Sokka's the first one to say, like, you know what? I mean, she kind of contradicts herself, but hers are, I feel like, are more calculated risks, and his are just more silly. But I like that they, like, balance each other out. I mean, they are siblings, so it's kind of like, that's how it should
Right.
be.
They know each other also, so they can be like, that's not like you. Like, why is this?
Yeah.
No.
But it's interesting how that works, because some episodes it's Sokka, and then in other episodes it's Katara, so it's
magnificent in the galley.
it's
We
funny.
lost the water tribe girl and the little bald monk she was traveling with.
This monk, did he have an arrow on his head?
I just want to try this one move first, and then it's all yours.
That's so cool. It looks so ancient and, like, authentic.
The single water whip. Looks doable.
Ow.
What's so funny?
I'm sorry, but you deserve that. You've been duped. She's only interested in teaching herself.
Aang will get his turn once I figure out the water whip.
Yeah, I mean, they both need to learn. That was the point of their trip.
Why can't I get this stupid move?
You'll get it.
Uh-oh.
the stances. There.
Already.
The key to bending is...
Will you please shut your air hole? Believe it or not, your infinite wisdom gets a little old sometimes. Why don't we just throw the scroll away since you're so naturally gifted?
Damn.
Oh my
Oh,
gosh, Aang. I am so sorry.
Dude, Katara's that person that's like quiet and nice, but when she goes off, she goes off.
Aang is such a cinnamon roll. You can just see his face. He's like, oh. He's like, don't want to poke the bear.
He's the real victim here.
I'm sorry, Momo.
Momo's like, Momo just got spanked by water.
Shouldn't we stop
Oh,
to search
they're working
the
with the
woods?
pirates.
We don't need to stop. They stole a waterbending scroll, right?
Mm-hmm.
Then they'll be on the water.
Duh. Pirates these days, man.
Zuko is smarter than he looks, man. What is Aang sleeping on?
Hay. Appa's
Oh.
hay.
I feel like a lot of times, Katara, whenever she makes risky decisions or whatever, they're like crimes of passion, you know? It's like she has a reason.
Yeah, but she's become obsessed.
Yeah.
Shoot! Come on, water, work with me here.
But it kind of shows that she's kind of competitive, I guess, because she wants to be just as good as Aang, because she's a waterbender. You know, it's her thing. It shows her drive.
No! Let go of me!
Ooh.
I'll save you from the pirates.
Classic Zuko line.
Forget how creepy he is in the first season. Only sometimes.
Tell me where he is, and I won't hurt you or your brother.
Go jump in the river.
Try to understand. I need to capture him to restore something I've lost. My honor. Perhaps in exchange I can restore something you've lost.
My mother's necklace.
Enough of this necklace garbage. You promised a scroll.
I wonder how much money this is worth.
No!
A lot, apparently. Now you help me find what I want. You'll get this back, and everyone goes home happy. Search the woods for the boy and meet back here.
Fine.
Yeah, Zuko's pretty smart and pretty sinister. I mean, like, in the first season at least.
Huh?
He's
Where did she
cunning.
go?
Cunning, yeah.
I don't believe
It's a good,
it.
yeah.
What's wrong?
She took the scroll. She's obsessed with that thing. It's just
Yep.
a matter of time before she gets the
Obsessed.
sovereignty.
Ooh, that would have hurt.
Back when Sokka wasn't as trained.
But I love that Sokka, like, he still, like, didn't run away from it, you know?
Yeah.
He, like, went right for the attack.
So what? I'm not good enough to kidnap?
You were saying?
Aang, this is all my fault.
No, Katara.
He looks so small.
Yeah, it kind of is.
Give me the boy.
Iroh just saying it like it is.
Hey, he's a
You're
man of
really gonna
truth.
hand over the Avatar for a stupid piece of parchment? Don't listen to him. He's trying to turn us against each other.
Your friend is the Avatar.
Cunning.
Sure is. And I'll bet he'll fetch a lot more on the black market than that fancy scroll. Shut your mouth, you water-tried peasant.
Yeah, Sokka, you really should shut your mouth.
I'm just saying, it's bad business sense. Just imagine how much the Fire Lord would pay for the Avatar. You guys would be set for life.
Keep the scroll. We can buy 100 with the reward we'll get for the kid.
You'll
Ooh,
regret breaking a deal with me.
that's awesome, man. Sokka just knows.
He's so resourceful, like.
He's a quick thinker. He's quick on his feet.
Yep.
That was some bat pellets, Batman style.
Momo, see?
Momo, I owe you a bushel of apples.
Okay, that's like the one thing Momo does. Like,
Okay, but
Appa
still.
flies them everywhere.
Yes, I agree. But they both come in clutch all the time.
He's a good friend. He's like the moral support guy, I feel.
It's true. It's true.
Ooh. Close. Ooh.
Hey, are you there?
I'm over here.
I love this part.
Follow my voice.
when he like.
Where? I can't find you.
I'm right here. Never mind. I'll find you.
I love that.
Run! Katara, you're okay. Help me get this boat back in the water so we can get out of here.
Where's Appa?
We need a team of rhinos to bust this shit.
I don't know.
Team of rhinos. Or 2 waterbenders.
Now he's thinking you gotta get the tide in. That's how you get a boat out.
Everybody in!
Yeah, where is Appa?
Oh!
Are you so busy fighting you cannot see your own ship has harbors?
Dude.
Hey! That's my boat!
Maybe it should be a proper.
Come on, Uncle!
Dude, Uncle Iroh, man. True. Yeah, it's not easy to sail. Nice.
You got it! Waterwood.
Hey, you did the water whip.
I couldn't have done it without your help.
Will you two quit congratulating each other and help me out?
I love that.
Little comedic moments. That's pretty cool.
Oh, how dare you! Suki would, like, destroy him.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. I forgot about that. That's awesome.
That's pretty epic. Oh, I forgot about that.
Yep.
No.
This guy keeps appearing.
Have you lost your mind? This is no time
You
for
lost
boat
your mind?
practice.
We can stop the boat. Hey, together. Push and pull the water.
See, I love when they do smart things like this. Because it's like, you know, like pulling the ship out to sea using water bending and then like... I mean, sure, some of it might not be completely scientifically accurate, but like, it's still creative and cool. Like, that's just a cool visual.
But we have another problem.
Bum, bum, bum.
And here he comes! Yes!
Dude, my boy Appa comes in the clutch just when you need it.
Yep.
I knew a bison whistle would come in handy. Thanks, Appa.
Yeah, we owe you one.
They owe him everything.
He's like, thanks for picking the gunk out of my toes.
Prince Zuko, you're really going to get a kick out of this. The lotus tile was in my sleeve the whole time.
And I still owe you an apology. You were just so good at waterbending without really trying. I got so competitive that I put us all in danger. I'm sorry.
Momo's just picking
That's
his armpit.
Tara. Besides, who needs that stupid scroll anyway?
Is that really how you feel?
The scroll!
First, what did you learn?
Stealing is wrong. Unless it's from pirates.
Good one, Katara.
Yeah. Good one, Katara. Or should I call you Duff? Just kidding.
Oh.
Another really good self-contained episode. Kind of a filler episode. We didn't really learn much. I mean, we just got some more moments with Iroh, Zuko, and the team obviously bonding. So, like, I'm not saying these episodes aren't necessary, but they're not the ones that I think about when I think of the series and the storyline and all that stuff. But, you know, again, I keep finding these episodes where I'm like, man, we have to watch this one. But then it's like, oh, yeah, there are moments. Like, there's cool action scenes and cool bending moments and stuff like that. That's how I see it. This is kind of like a so-so episode. It's not bad, but it's not great either. Like the last one with Avatar Roku, like I was so hyped for that one because we get some more information. We get to see Roku like takes over Aang's body and just, you know, does that cool stuff. But it was nice to see that, you know, the thing I think that we forget about with this episode is that, in here we see that Aang, how easy waterbending comes to Aang, which I know is going to come into play later on, but I remember the first time watching it being like, oh, it shouldn't be hard for him to master all the elements then if he just picked up water like that, you know, but little do we know of what's to come. So I thought it was cool, you know, and obviously that nice dynamic of like Katara being jealous because he's so good at it, because yeah, he is a master of one other element, so it should make it easier for him to learn another. What would you think about this episode?
I don't know if it was just me, but it felt really short compared to the other episodes. Like, I feel like this one just went by super fast. But, I mean, I do agree with you, but I'm a sucker for character building. Like, I know there are some people who prefer plot-based, like, shows or books or movies, and there are people who prefer character-based, like, plots or books or movies and stuff. Yeah. I really like both equally, so that's why I feel like I tend to enjoy, like, just things in general. There aren't many shows or movies that I'm like, I didn't like that at all, because I like plot, I like characters, I like when they mesh together.
True.
So, yeah, I definitely liked how we get to see, like, a different side of Katara, like, the jealous, competitive side, kind of how you were saying, like, she's, like, driven and stuff. I definitely liked that. Also seeing how Sokka is the oldest, even though he can be immature and really, like, silly and stuff, there are still times where he's like, hey, stealing is bad. Like, he's still the older brother. He's still the oldest of the group. Yeah, and even just, like, Zuko, seeing how, like, he is also, like, quick on his feet. He's cunning. Yeah, I just like that we get to explore the characters and build them up a bit more.
I mean, I think kind of going off of what you said is, like, what I think is one of the things that makes this show so successful and so remembered and revered is that the characters are not black and white. It's not like, oh, this is a bad guy, this is the funny guy, this is the irresponsible character, this is, you know, the hero. They have their moments, you know. Katara is technically the responsible character, right? Like the motherly figure. But even she has her moments where she, you know, she's still a kid, a teenager, you know. I mean, she does dumb things sometimes, or she puts everyone at risk at times. She makes mistakes. Same with Sokka. Sokka's the silly, goofy, comedic, you know, element of the show, but he also has his moments where he's like, hey, you know what? That's wrong. Like, what you did was wrong. You know, I still have a moral compass. Same with Zuko. Zuko, you know, is the antagonist of the first series, or of the first season, but even he has his moments of, you know, where you feel for him, you feel compassion for him. You know, they do have their gray areas, so, and their gray moments. Another good episode, guys. Up next, episode 10. Can't wait for it. Hopefully you guys will stick around with us for it. So until next time, guys. See ya.